Hey, I'm Nolan. Today we're going to talk about Panda 4.1. As you may or may not know, there's multiple Google algorithms. There's Panda and Penguin and Hummingbird and specialty ones. Panda has to do with on-page things, and it's mainly content. 4.1, I think, launched September 26, 2014, which was a week ago. And content's been a big deal for a long, long time. And by the way, we employ degree journalists that we train, and we treat every little detail with the utmost extreme importance. It doesn't really matter what it is. If we know about it, it's skilled and it's good, then we train the staff and we do all the little details so that your site can do better. 4.1, Panda 4.1, it goes into value for lengthy, good content. So shallow content's getting penalized. It's really common for somebody to have a website, and let's say that they're a plumber and they have leaky faucets and garbage disposals and water heater replacement and commercial refrigeration, whatever it is, they could have great content on it, but they'll list all their stuff. And back a decade ago, they'd list a little bullet point, and believe it or not, you could have shown up with a bullet point about your category. Then people started writing content 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, and a lot of people do all these categories and they say, man, I'd like to show up for all of it. And then they'd write a little 50 words on it or copy the information from the manufacturer. Well, that still shows up here and there, and it's pretty much going to be gone from what we're told. And small and medium-sized companies, which is good for you. So let's say you're against the big national plumber and you're the local guy, and they have like a 1,000-page website, but it's duplicate junk and it's not really meant for local, you're going to fare really well. Our clients have fared well against that sort of thing for years already, but this is actually one more boost to this sort of marketing online, content marketing, which we're excellent at. But remember, it's not just your content. 4.1 is great for us. I'm so happy about it. Years ago, Google would say, don't do this, and then reward it anyway. And it's probably because their algorithm was centered around inbound linking as it started that way. You may not know, but that's how their algorithm began. And so it was hard for them to take out the inbound linking. But they did back in 2012 and especially in 13 when they kind of cranked up the Penguin algorithm. But they reward details and proper skilled details and great web presence, and then working on it regularly, skillfully, without cheating. And that's what we do. So when they come down and they say, hey, we're going to reward you more for doing what we asked you to do, well, I'm happy about it, and my clients are happy about it. And it means that you might go from getting 300 clicks to 500 clicks or whatever it is. And the reason you care about this is because your click cost $1 to pay for it in 2005. And that's what it was. I was doing this back then. And now, depending on what category you're in, you're paying $10 or $20 or $50, and per click, not a phone call, not a client, just a click. And so let's say the average click is $15 for you, which is pretty average for our clients. You might have certain keywords that cost more, but in 3 years it'll be $30. So it's vital for you and your company and your long-term success rate that you have inexpensive marketing, and that would be your organic keywords on the search engines and your mapping and social media maybe. But the 4.1 goes into the nuances of great content, beefy, good, rich content, uniquely well done, like degree journalists would do here. And it gives you credit for that and moves you high. And if you take really good care of your site and continue to work on it as skillfully as you possibly can, then you'll be high in the search rankings. We do more things properly than anyone that I know. I don't know anyone who does this properly to the extent that we do. And if you find anything similar to this, it usually costs 2 to 3 times more. I want my client to get 10 cents, 25, 30 cents on the dollar for a click. I don't charge more if they do. I'm happy if they do. That means they're happy with the service. We want to maintain the client for a lifetime, but they're on a month-to-month. We work through merit of properly done websites. I realize you've been burned many times. That's probably why you're here. And having something like Panda 4.1 and then meeting up with us is is good stuff, and we'll do that content for you. We'll make it proper. The website is part of it. The weekly work's part of it. Your blog and your social media and setup of all the little details related to that is all part of it. You can't just have content. Part of 4.1 is also the page that's around it, that the page has been written up properly and that the sidebar and the header is subordinated to the content on the page. And there's lots of little details, but they give credit for this sort of thing. It's what we do here. We've done it for years, by the way, and they've been slowly rewarding it more and more and more. And that's Panda 4.1. We're thrilled to see it happen. One other thing before I close out, we don't cheat. We don't spam. We don't try to find ways around the algorithm. So I study it a little bit just to watch it. I mean, we're always studying what Google's doing and laying down rules, and they're typically good stuff, but we live inside just doing proper work. We don't worry about the next change to the algorithm because we've spammed. In fact, when changes happen, this has been our experience. It benefits us more and more. And so glad to see it. Look forward to more algorithm changes. And when our clients experience an algorithm change, they don't have to sit in fear that something's been done wrong. We follow rules. We're skilled. The staff here will be of service. Please give us a call. We'd love to be of service. Love to have your business. And watch another video. Tune in again. Thanks.